Oh boy, we get to talk about this Berserk trailer that came out. So, we all knew, we knew about the whole fucking coming out here and explaining the CGI, but they decided to show off a nice, really cool insert song, which is actually done by someone that was actually a big part of the actual original, like, you know, with the Berserk movies and stuff, and we got to see that the anime, as you can see, likes to do CGI quite a bit, and they show off a character known as Farnes. I won't go into too much of it if some of you people haven't read Berserk, but basically they showed a bunch of clips of like a bunch of characters, mainly showing like off like the kind of the first like arc that they're going to be doing from Berserk, which is the stuff that I read, like where like Farnes appears, like, and her kids are dudes and all that. I read all that arc, I heard like all that stuff, and that was pretty goddamn awesome. Here's the thing though, you get to see other screenshots in it, you get to see actual animation when you come into it. You get to see Puck, which I've got to say, Puck like looks really well animated, like holy shit, it looks really great what you're seeing on there. So I'm wondering if only certain things are going to be like that, is like, say like Puck be there, but it's like when you saw the characters and they're not even like moving or fighting, it's like, why did you just do animation for that? Like, that's just the same thing. I was gonna say, yeah, like, especially with the new, like, visual that they showed off, which it showed off Park, and it showed off, like, gosh, with this fucking sword, it was like, yo, like, in this animation, I was like, yo, that looks so fucking badass, it looks really fucking good, and I'm just like, okay, show off the insert. We already knew, like, the insert song was badass as hell. We do now know as well that the song, the opening song, will be known as the 9mm Parabellum Bullet of the band, which is a metal name, but that's a pretty metal name. And also as well, we can share on the news as well that Crunchyroll got it, and I'm like, yes! Thank God we finally got someone legal like that that's actually getting Berserk. I'm so happy about that. They really knocked it out of the park announcing that. I'm kind of curious, does that mean, like, are they going to announce, like, they're going to have, like, the original Berserk, or are they just going to say, hey, we got this Berserk, so you can show it? So, it's kind of curious, like, are they going to, like, just pretend, like, oh, after the, like, the movies and the anime, and it's, like, the original anime, it's like, oh, by the way, yeah, you can just, we start off from here, or they're going to give a little bit of context to people that haven't actually seen the series yet, and kind of like, oh, I'm kind of curious to see a bit about it. So, I really do hope that this means, like, when this comes out, that Berserk, like, manga volumes, like, really pick up. I hope that they do really well, and you'll start picking them up again. It's a shame that, obviously, you know, that, like, Miura, he's had to take another break again, obviously, to work on this, so I really wish that, like, even if he was on there, I would have loved it. He was like, no, guys, you are going to do this all in animation. But it's like, we could beat that like the dead horse, which, speaking of horses, I'm pretty sure we'll see a certain one sometime soon with this. But other than that, I can't help but say I did like the trailer, but when I saw Farnes and her people, I was like, whoa. I did go back a bit, but then I saw Puck, and I did see the action, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And the music, we know the music's going to be great. I'm kind of curious about the opening. I haven't heard this band before, so I want it to be this fucking mosh pit. I want to hear, oh, like when the opening starts, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear blood, violence. I pretty much want to hear the Freezer song for the most part when that shit gets heavy. So I'm really looking forward to it, but that's all for me. So thank you much for watching as always, and I will see you guys and you Berserk fans